Hello, Silver Scratch Built. I wasn't sure if it was working there or not. Just a wee test here to see if I can stream on my phone. I was going to do a bit of painting. I wasn't sure if it was working there or not. Just a wee test here to see if I can. These are just some bots I built over Halloween. I'm still getting them finished. Let's see. There's a finished one there. Mr. Doughboy, how's it going, man? And I take it I'm not using a microphone or anything. Is the sound okay? Happy days, man. Happy days. Alrighty, well this one, I just basically give this one like a coat of dark orange first, and then kind of stippled over some lighter orange. I was going for a bit of a pumpkin look, just because I don't know, I didn't fancy carving a pumpkin over Halloween, so that was the idea. And then I'm just filling in did this with like super glue, so I'm just sort of filling it in with black, and then filling in the other spots with white, and then I'll go over that with some of this neon. So I'll do the neon on this one first, and then I'll maybe start this one here. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good Halloween. I didn't get up to too much, just watched a few movies. What about yourselves? Get up to anything good? Mutant carrots, yeah, you wouldn't be far off. They're actually wee vape bottles. Let me see, I'll get you one here, an empty one. Just those wee vape bottles. I don't know. A few members of the family are off the cigarettes, so nice to eat under them. They're vaping away, and so I've getting loads of these now. They're collecting them all up for me. And yeah, I'm just using this straight out of the cap. I don't really want to put any out. I'm not using very much of it, so I'm just using it out of the cap. And yeah, Silver Scratch Built, you worked over Halloween. I was similar myself. I was doing a wee bit of painting for my mother-in-law. I was painting her kitchen, so I was just getting a wee bit of extra cash. You might as well take it when it's going. And yeah, I painted this background white first because this neon stuff, it really doesn't cover very well at all. So I thought if I get a wee coat of white underneath first, it might help it along a bit. It's just cheap. I actually got it in Lidl. It's just cheap neon paint, but it does a trick. Oh, Bill, flip me. Nice one, Bill. Good to see you in the chat. This is my first stream. I'm just testing it out on my phone. I've never tried it on my phone before, so I'm just giving it a go. got my girlfriend's phone sitting beside me here, so I'm keeping an eye on the chat on it. So my phone's set up on the tripod there, and then my girlfriend's phone sitting beside me, so I'm just using it for like a computer. So I just have to wait for that to dry. I'll not use a hairdryer. I'll not resort to that. But the idea behind this one was it was like it took the face off another bot, and yeah, because I was watching Halloween over Halloween, and I thought that would be a cool idea. Here, no problem, man, no problem. Yeah, I know, the internet can be a funny thing. It's all fairly new to me. So, flip me, don't worry about it, man. Oh, and there's my girlfriend getting a message. It'll be alright, it'll be fine. But yeah, so nobody got up to anything good over Halloween themselves then. Like I say, I didn't do much. Bit of work and some movies, which I don't mind. In the past, I used to play in a cover band, and we used to dress up over Halloween. That was about the most I used to do at Halloween. But stopped doing that a long time ago. There we go. And for this guy, I'll give him a nice black wash, and that'll show up all those lines and all those rivets. You know, and same with this guy. Like I said, it kind of dulls all the neon down a wee bit and just ties it all together. Yeah, e-cig bottles, dude. Yeah, they're e-cig bottles. Yeah, I know. Some of the family are onto the e-cigs, so I'm getting all their e-cig bottles. I was thinking about, I buy my glue in those large. This is the way I buy my glue, and the tip can get clogged up pretty quickly, as you can see. So I was thinking of maybe decanting some out into those wee bottles and using the tip that come with a real fine tip. Let me see. So yeah, come with these. Oh, they come with these real fine tips. So I thought but then I was worried that if I maybe pour the super glue into the bottle, it would immediately start reacting with the bottle. So I didn't want to risk it. But at some point I might give that a go, because those tips would be really good wee doser tips for glue. And a pile of them. So I'll maybe give that a go at some stage. Use up some more. Well, Kujin, nice one. Right, what am I doing here? Let me start filling in the black on this guy. And like I said, I didn't really plan on hanging about too long, but what, there's 8 people, so I'll hang around. I'm going to be painting these tonight anyway, for the next maybe half hour or so anyway. So I'll hang around and get these painted. And these are the ones that I planned on giving away, so I'll let you know when I'm going to do that, whenever they're finished, obviously. I mean, I've only got these 2. These are the only 2 I've got finished at the minute. So just need to get caught up, really. to ever do challenges. Not really, man. No, I wouldn't really want to take one on, to be honest, just because I don't really have the time or the technology. You know, working off my phone, one video at a time. You know, I edit everything on my phone, so to try and collab with somebody else would be a pain for me and probably a pain for them as well. So at the minute, no, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. But yeah, I will flip. I'll be more than happy to do challenges in the future, definitely. And yeah, well, it's a chopping board. It's an old offcut of an old workbench. Yeah, I've had it quite a while. I'm quite attached to it. Yeah, collabs, man. I would say so. I would say that it just adds to your workload. You know, and yeah, I I think I'll just stick with what I'm doing at the minute and take on the collabs later on down the line. I know it's beneficial for the channel and all, but I'm just happy taking away. I didn't think it was going to take off the way it did anyway. You know, so I'm thankful just for that anyway. But plenty to be getting on with. I've still 2 commissions to do that Mark, he requested those in the comments. He's still looking 2 Mac workers that are posable. So I need to get those started after I finish these. I've already plans and stuff drawn up for them. So I have a bit of a head start. But yeah, I need to do those for him. But I can't believe this is working. I didn't think the internet around here was capable of streaming. It just goes to show you. And anybody else who uses a wet palette notice that when the paint's been in it for a day, it's slightly better. I put this out last night, and when I put it out, the paint's quite gloopy and thick, and that is all sort of thinned out, and it's real inky, and it's sort of flowing real well. No drop, that's brilliant, man. Really good. I mean, I would complain about the internet if we were watching Netflix or even YouTube sometimes. The buffer speed on videos is terrible. And Melanie, the girlfriend, she's actually in the kitchen at the minute, sorting out beads. She bought a load of costume jewellery out of the charity shop, and this past few days she's been breaking it all down and sorting out all the beads. It's unreal, you want to see it all. She's going to try to use it for Christmas decorations and stuff, but I'm sure I'll get my hands on some of it. There's some really cool shaped beads. So I've been keeping my eye out for nice ones. Oh, there, Bill, I take it you're streaming tonight too then. I'll not be hanging about too long. But hopefully, maybe for tomorrow night, I'll get something a bit better planned. And then at least I could be a bit more prepared. I wasn't really expecting people to jump in, but it's cool it just did. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh no, flip me, not at all. Like I said, I wasn't planning on hanging about. And Kujin, thank you, thank you. And yeah, sorry, Rock 666 about the heavy accent. I try my best. I do try my best to pronunciate. This is uh, this is my first time painting these small details like this on camera, and I'm very tempted to lean in and show you the back of my head. It's very hard not to. Where am I based? Lurgan in Northern Ireland. It's not far from Belfast. Not far from Belfast, man. Wee place called Lurgan. Well, here, Silver Scratchbuild. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. And good luck with your channel project there. Go get to work. Oh, there's the pup in to say hello. Nice work. I should have painted the inside his eyes white first, like, but I suppose it's not the end of the world. Oh, and apologies for my old squeaky chair as well. This was uh, this was another hand me down. Got this from Morris. He was hoarding them in his garage. I think I'll do the black on that guy. This is like a shrunken head sort of idea. That was the sort of look I was going for anyway. Let's see. Can't get over how nice this paint is. It's so inky and it's normally quite thick. Just was sitting on this wet palette overnight. Bill, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. And good luck. I'll probably be jumping into your live stream later. And yeah, like I was saying, I didn't really have any plans for this stream. I just kind of thought here, I've never streamed from a phone before. I wonder, I'll give it a go and see if it works. And the plan was to see if it works and then finish painting these guys. But I'm just hanging around just because there's people here. I had no real plans. David, nice one. How's it going, man? I'm just getting caught up on some of this Halloween painting so we can get these giveaway. Darth Buzz, what about you, man? Thanks for stopping by. Just a bit of an unplanned stream. Alright, getting there. And this was my Frankenstein's monster version. Cut out a jaw just out of a plastic card. Put some rivets in. And normally every now and again I'd be hitting all these with my hairdryer, but it'll be too noisy. So I'm just gonna do what I can, and then I'll hit it all with a hair dryer when I'm finished, so I can keep going. Nice one. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, and for me, Bill just opened my eyes to using different materials. I was always either sculpting or carving something, and then the pandemic hit, and the budget for buying craft materials obviously was non-existent. So I kind of gave up on crafting and just sort of sketched or would have did the odd bit of sculpting with some more dry clay, but I really didn't like the stuff. And then Bill came along and I was like, flip me, I've got all this material just sitting out there in the recycling. And yeah, it was unreal, and I was always into building model planes and stuff, so it just made sense. So yeah, I can't see me ever using anything else again. Just unbelievable now. The potential in recycled plastic is just crazy. Tom, nice one. How's it going, man? Oh, Kujin, back in the room. Ali Rojas, how's it going, man? I hope I pronounced that right. Ali Rojas? Yeah, that sounded about right. Kujin, what's your favourite build? Flip, my favourite build of mine? Hmm. I don't know if I have a favourite. Pretty much the last one that I did. Every last build. Like at the minute, these are my favourite because I've just finished them. And then when I move on to my next thing, it'll be my favourite. Yeah, because just it, I suppose everything I make so different, but at the same time, it's all quite similar. But yeah, no favourites that stand out at all. I mean, let's see. Like this guy, I really like how the paint turned out on him, and just the general style of him and his exhausts. But at the same time, he's not my favourite. Not my favourite. Yeah, I know. Or this one. I mean, I didn't do a video for this one, but this was like an attempt at a diorama. This was like a field spaceship that I made, and yeah, turned it into a bit of a diorama. But yeah, not my favourite, but one of my top five at least. Hi, Starbucks. Yeah, Darth. I've got even family members now are collecting stuff. It's just brilliant. Or seeing shapes in places where they've never seen them before. Like, oh look, there's a good bottle there. I kept that for you. Or there's a good container there. I thought that would be useful for something. So yeah, you can get other people into it too without them even knowing. Yeah, the pipe bots. See one sitting here. Yeah, these guys here. Yeah, I like those guys too, just because they're nice and chunky. I'll probably be going back to that design at some stage, and you flip, you know me by now. I'm bouncing around all over the place from lid bots to pipe bots to, so who knows what'll be next. But yeah, I like these guys too. They're definitely a cool design and simple, and would be easy to animate. If you did want to animate them, you could change that up for aluminium armature wire quite easily. Yeah. PO box. Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't know. Yeah, fair point. I might be looking at a PO box. All right, Kujan, that might be an idea. That it wouldn't be the first time people have said that they wouldn't mind sending me stuff. And a flip, I would gladly take it. So yeah, I might be looking into that. I have seen other YouTubers in the past putting their address up. I don't know if that's a good idea, but yeah, I don't know. I'll see about that. Yeah, the animation. I don't know if I have the patience for it or not. Those movable bots were definitely fun to build, and that's going to be my next build with two more movable bots for Mark. But yeah, that the animation it does takes a lot of effort, like, and a lot of time, and but yeah, I'll see. I shall see. I'm sorry, I'm just trying not to get my head under this camera. And yeah, PO box would be safer, I think. All right. Flip, you're more than welcome. Come on around. Weirdos, what's normal? What's normal? Oh man, Tom, sorry to hear that, man. How did you break your wrist, Tom? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, Kujan, that's very true. That is very true. It it has grown very quickly, and obviously quicker than I ever expected. I wasn't expecting it to go anywhere, and it's took me by surprise. Definitely took me by surprise. But certainly no plan on stopping. It's very enjoyable, very enjoyable. And I'm saving every penny at the minute to try and get myself a computer, just to try and make editing a wee bit easier. Building site, yeah. Oh man. Well, hope you get better soon, man. That's not nice. And I take it it's your right hand, your lead hand. Are you right handed? Because that would be tough. Well, Tom, flip. Those builds aren't going anywhere. Get your health sorted first. Those builds will still be there. Darth Buzz. No worries, man. It's a lunchbox with a sponge in it. With let me see, with one of these in it. Wet palette paper. That's about the only thing that I paid for. The lunchbox already had, and the sponge was already in the kitchen. Just one of these kitchen sponges. Yeah, I know. Yep. Just wee homemade wet palette. And I was just saying, it seems to be the paint. If you leave the paint in it overnight, it kind of waters down real nicely. It goes kind of inky. You know, none of my paint really see. I'll put some fresh paint out just so you can see. You know, that's the paint I'm using there. Just cheap acrylics. And like you can see how thick that is. You know, sitting up there in a lump. But and that's just been sitting overnight, and it's all kind of watered down and just went really inky with it. You know, it hasn't thinned the pigment down any. You know, but it is. Yeah, it's just flowing really well. I'm very surprised for cheap acrylic paint. Oh, there's Bill going live. That's unreal that he was in the chat. That's crazy. Ooh. Alrighty, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna have to hit all these with the hairdryer now before we go any further. This one, I'll need to paint some white in there so I can layer that neon. But yeah, that's oh, sorry, missing the comments. Yeah, bric-a-brac, totally. I would agree. All my acrylics are cheap acrylics. You know, from that what Cray box. I got that in IKEA. And then let me see. Let's see. You know these. This brand at Deco Art and Do Crafts. They're all really cheap acrylics, and yeah, well worth picking up. Without a doubt. I don't think I've ever spent big money on paint. And for washes, it's the same thing. I just use cheap acrylics for my washes too. I mean, that's just a black wash. I made that up when I painted these original ones, and that's a few days ago now. And I'll just keep using that. I should really put it in a container with a lid though. But yeah, I've never had a problem with cheap acrylics, you know. Yeah, funny Hobbycraft, just when you mentioned Hobbycraft. I got these, a couple of bags of these. You know, just for rust effects. There was that's raw umber, and then I got some burnt umber as well, and that's really good quality paint. I noticed the quality straight away. The pigment in it just seems really strong. Yeah, that's it, man. Pigment density. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Pigment density. Yeah, Tom, stick with the cheap ones anyway. You know, I think with a lot of the expensive ones, it's all product branding and packaging. You know. Yeah, that's my neon. The neon isn't great. You know, the finish, you can see the finished neon. And that's with a wash over it as well. You know, so it'll take a few coats just to brighten that up. And I'm still using my Artiscapade brushes, really good brushes, and that will be my first ever. I mean, normally I'm using these cheaper brushes, and even cheaper brushes that size, but I do notice how much paint they hold compared to a cheaper brush. You know, when you load it up, the paint does go a lot further, and I mean they're not relative. I think it was £16 for the set, and that's a set of 15. You know, so I suppose that's not that expensive, but definitely a good brush. I notice a difference. Ooh, with a similar yellow. Okay, bric-a-brac. Alright, that would make sense, yeah. I thought maybe white, I would try white just to brighten it up a bit, but I suppose yellow would make more sense. I don't know. Let me coat of that first. Yeah, I'll give that a go, man. I'll give that a go. Hey, Q-Jim, send me pictures. Email or Instagram. Yeah, I usually have the email in most of the descriptions. But either that or Instagram. Instagram's fine too. Yeah, what I do is I just take like a screenshot, just to share my video, or I've got like a screen recorder app on my phone. I use it sometimes as well. So either way, man, whatever suits. Whatever suits. Yeah, I've definitely learned that with yellow as well. It's not a great cover at all. You know, but I haven't used this one yet, and these paints have been quite good. You know, still still sealed up. Yeah, it's pretty thick like the rest of them. But alrighty, folks, I'm gonna call it. I'll maybe plan something a bit better out for tomorrow night, and at least we won't be caught off guard. I really wasn't expecting anybody to join. You know, and like I said, I've got my girlfriend's phone set up just over here, just so I can keep an eye on the chat. But yep, got plenty of painting to do anyway. I'll keep some of these to finish tomorrow night. Yeah, I know. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. And I'll see you later. Bye.